Hello, today we are going to learn about the parallel RLC circuit. Now if you see, this is the parallel RLC circuit. Now this is the circuit that we have drawn in the LT Spice. Here Vs is 100 volt, we have given AC voltage 100 volt, and R we have fixed 60 ohm, this is 60 ohm at 200 milliampere, this is also 200 milliampere, and capacitor also 120 microfarad. Now if you see, now we need to calculate the resonance frequency. For that, what we are going to do, just come here, go to simulate. First you see how we have given AC 100 here. If you give in advanced mode, you will get this one, DC value AC, give here AC amplitude. Suppose if I am giving it, suppose if I am connecting another voltage, how to give, just go to component, go to voltage source, take this one and keep over here, and now I am going to connect this with the wire. Let me connect with the wire. This is the connection, this is the circuit I am doing. Now I need to find out the resonance frequency. For that, what I am going to do, for that I am going to supply a AC voltage of 100. For that, go to advanced option. Here you will get AC amplitude, just write 100, you will get AC 100. Now what I am going to do, simulate, edit, simulate, go to AC analysis, type of switch, it must be decade because we are going to draw the Porday plotting. Number of point per decade, we are just giving 100, and start frequency we are giving 1, and stop frequency we are giving 1k. Now this is we have done. Now you run it. We need the current versus frequency graph. This is the frequency we have taken from 1 to 1 kilohertz. Now we need to plot. Just put your cursor over here, you will get the current plot. See, now this is our output. Now here you go and don't plot the phase, so it will just give you the magnitude. Now if you see what is the resonance frequency, now let me see. In while solving the equation, we got the resonance frequency 32.5, and we are going to see whether it is 32.5 over here, because here we are getting the minimum current. That will be our resonance frequency. For that, what we are going to do, just click over here and we are just going to check. See, around 30.9 we have 4.44 dB. So minimum, see, it is here in this way, it is increasing 5, now it came 4.44, it is around 4.44 only the minimum frequency, so it coming around 32.5 hertz, exact 32.5 hertz we got it. Now this is your resonance frequency, and we have seen that magnitude is around 4.44 dB, means which is lesser. Now we need the 3 dB cutoff. If you add 4 plus 3 dB means 7.44, you will get FL, and around this one you are going to get, this will be giving FL and this will give you FH. Now if I move my cursor, now let me see where I am going to get the 7.44, because 3 dB below means below it will increase that value. Now give your cursor and look for the point where we are going to get 7.44. Now exactly that point. Now 7.7, around 7, it is 23.1. Now if you see at this point it is 7.4. Now what is that frequency? Let me write down. FL is equal to 23.1. 23.1. Now we are going to find out the FH. Now how to find that FH? Now just take this and just go here, 7 point around, just move around 7.44, 7 point. Now it is increasing. Now let us move down, it is 7.4. now let us bit this is exact, it is around 7.44. see, this is 7.44, and what is that frequency? It is FH is equal to 45 hertz. And what will be our this one bandwidth? FH minus FL. What will be 45 minus 23? It is 5 minus 3 2, 4 minus 2 2, it is around 22 hertz. Now we are going to check that as in answer, is it matching or not. Now if I scroll this one, now if you see bandwidth is around 22 hertz and what is calculated our value. This is the calculated value that we got it. The calculated value is 22 hertz, and if you see the bandwidth is 22 hertz from the graph we have seen, and if you see FL it is 21.5 hertz, and what we have calculated is 23.1 hertz. Now if you do exact analysis, this will be almost matching only. So these are all comparable value, and if you take FH is 43.5 hertz and it is 45, it is almost comparable. So from here we could find that what is the value of bandwidth and FL and FH. Now we need to find the current. Before finding that current and all, now let me delete all this one. Now let me cut. Now let me simulate it again. Now if I simulate, we need to find the impedance at that point. This is the voltage. For that voltage we are tapping over here, and for impedance we are tapping here, and just go to don't plot the phase. Now if you see we need to calculate the impedance. For that what we are going to do, V divided by I. Just click over here and just give the division, and you need to divide by IV1. Just write I bracket V1, close that bracket, and just change that color. Now what will be the impedance? It must be the maximum. So let us see what is the result. Now see, this is your IV1. Now if I enlarge this one, and if you want to study, let us study this graph. Now see, at around this is 10, 20, 30, around 32.5 hertz we are getting this point, and at this point this is the red one, means red one is giving our impedance, means Z is maximum, means in parallel we know that in parallel connection at resonance Z is maximum and current across the source is minimum. This is what we have learned. Now if you want to check it with the cursor, now let me delete all this one. Now if you want to check with the cursor, now just click over here. Now if you want to check, this will be 32.5 only. See, around this value only you are going to get the maximum impedance, which is we have calculated in dB only, we have not calculated in the ohm. And if you see here also, here what we are going to get, the minimum current. For that just go here, just click here. Now this point will be at 32 point, it is 4.44 dB. So this is all about the impedance at parallel. Now if you want to see how we got, if you want to see the curve of impedance, now this is your impedance curve. See, this curve and this curve is matching. Now if I see this curve and this curve, both are matching, means here capacitive reactance is more than inductive, and this way inductance reactance is more than capacitive. So this I was talking, and this is the point of resonance, and this is the point of resonance frequency. At this is the pure resistive circuit at this point. Now we are going to check the what is the current and all across all this. So let me first cut this graph, close this one and delete all this one. Now I am going to give this pure sinusoidal, and we are going to look at this, we are going to calculate this current. What is that current? IR and IL value. So for that what I am going to do, left click this one, just remove this AC amplitude, go to sinusoidal. What was the value of amplitude? Go to 100 volt, and at which frequency we are going to get 32.5, that is the resonance frequency. Put OK and go to simulate. Now we are going to do the transient analysis and just give 100 millisecond time and start external. This is voltage at 0. OK, put this one, this will be ineffective, the last command, then run. Now we need to calculate the current. Now if I plot this one, this will give me the current. Now if I see what is that current across the resistance, this is the 1.67. Now let me calculate the value of current. Now if you see, the maximum value is 1.66 around. Now this is what I was saying, that current across resistor is 1.67 and the calculated value we got 1.66 ampere. This is what IR that is following at that time. Now if I want to check the inductance value, which is around 2.45, now let me see, this is your IL. Now let us calculate that IL. Now if I move this cursor, now it is 4.89. Now if you see, it is starting from 0. The inductor was oscillating between minus 1.67 to 1 plus 76, but it is oscillating from 0 to 4.89. If you divide 4.89 by 2, it is going to come 4.45 ampere, which is equal to IL current. This is what I was saying, that at resonance this much verification has been amplification of current has been done, and it is around 2.45. This is how we calculate the current across inductance and current across resistance. If you see the current across capacitance, now let me see, this is your current across, it is oscillating between 2.5 ampere to minus 2.5 ampere. Now let us delete. So this is all about the parallel resonance circuit, means from the and we can derive the Q factor just by this formula that we have calculated bandwidth by. This is here, we can derive this Q factor. Now our main was to find out the Q factor. This is how it has been taken from here. Now if you see, now let me delete this one here. This Q factor they have calculated by this formula, and here also we can calculate, means we have taken the FR resonance frequency, FH minus FL, it will give the Q factor, and it is around 1.47, and we also will get around, because 32.5 we got and 22 we got. If you divide this by this, it is going to come around 1.4. So this is 1.47. So this is all about the Q factor, quality factor of parallel resonance circuit. So this is all about the parallel resonance circuit. Now